Decimal division using the short division method. With decimal division, you will not end up with a remainder in your answer, as you will keep working your answer beyond the decimal point until you work your sum to either a specified number of decimal places or you run out of options. Once again, write your times table down the side of the page, as this will help you in working out your answers. To start the sum, we're going to say 12 fits into 4 how many times? As 4 is smaller than 12, it doesn't fit into it at all. So we can write a 0 up here. We're then going to cross out the 4 and carry it over to the next column. And we will say how many times does 12 fit into 48? Looking at our times table, we see that 12 fits into 48 exactly 4 times. We write 4 here, and as 4 times 12 is 48, there's nothing to carry over. We can write a 0 there if it helps us, and we can cross out that part of the sum because we're finished with it. Next we will say how many times does 12 fit into 8? Again, 8 is smaller than 12, it won't fit in. We have to put a 0 here so that we carry the unit values over into the next column with this sum. We can then cross out the 8 and carry it over here. The next question is how many times does 12 fit into 81? Referring to our times table, we see that 6 times 12 is 72, 7 times 12 is 84. We've only got 81, so we have to go to 72. 6 times 12 is 72. We write 6 up here, and then we work out the difference between 72 and 81. 81 minus 72 gives a remainder of 9. From this point on, we're not working with whole numbers, we're going to be working with decimal numbers. So we must put our decimal point here. We fitted a whole 12 into numbers as much as we can. Now we're fitting in little bits of numbers, parts of numbers, which will give us our decimal answer. So we carry our 9 over here, and with decimal division you're able to keep bringing in zeros. So you write a 0 there, and you're saying to yourself, how many times does 12 fit into 90? Looking down our page, we can see that 7 times 12 is 84, and 8 times 12 is 96. So the answer here will be 7. We then take 84 away from 90. Gives us a remainder of 6. We can cross out the 90 and bring in our 6. Then we fly in another 0, and we say to ourselves, how many times does 12 fit into 60? Look at our multiplication table, and we see that 5 times 12 is exactly 60. So we write 5 up here. As 5 times 12 is 60, there's nothing left to carry over, and so our sum is finished. So the answer to how many times does 12 fit into 4,881, giving you a decimal answer, is 406.75. And that is the end of your sum.